Hey mama, check this out. 59 Studebaker truck. Hadn't worked on it in a while. It's time to get started back. Be honest with you, I really don't even remember where we ended up at, but this is where we're at this morning. So all the metal work, like for the air conditioning vents and stuff, was all made here. This is going to be the dash and the gauges. Made a plate for right there to cover the brake, because the brake booster and all is under the truck. This here is a metal, as you can see, console that will be all made. It'll have a radio and stuff like that in it. This here has been fabricated. I don't even know what's down in there. It's been so long. All of this was fabricated. This top right here is off of an Equinox, 2010 Equinox lid. But if you'll notice, kind of looks like an S. That's part of the design, because the Studebakers have got a lazy S. I don't see nothing with an emblem out here, but we've put the bear claw latches in. All of this was fabricated in-house. I've got videos and stuff of it on how it was done. This here is a custom lid to match the battery box, or it is a lid to the battery box. Have to get a wrench to fix it. And then right there is actually the box that will drop down inside and hold the battery. This here is a small little fabricated glove box, because the air conditioning stuff and all is up inside, hidden and tucked up. And then this panel right here will hold the controls for the air condition. That panel will come on across and finish off over here. That is part of what this stuff is. This is part of the console that you see right up in there. This runs on across for the gauge to come out. And then we've got a piece, that one piece fits here, and then the other one fits there. And the radio will be tucked into it. So, like I said, I've been off of this project for a while, and I'm really not remembering everything, but you can get an idea. That will fit up here, and we will fabricate a hole for the radio. This back here, this part back here is going to be closed off, and it will have a, if I remember correctly, it's going to have a charging station and all in it. Tilt column. It's going to be a teal green that's somewhat like this factory, but it'll have two coats of pearl on it, and then it'll be clear coated, so it's going to have a lot of glow to it. This seam right here, instead of using seam sealer, I TIG welded it up with silicon bronze. That way it'll be seamless, and it will be, if she was to, like, say, back up across a ditch or whatever, and it flex, it won't flex and crack out. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to get started back on this project today and see what we've got. So here's the back side of the Studebaker. That's the fabricated box you see for the glove box. That little silver box that you see there, that's actually what works the windshield wipers. That rod works back and forth. And then we've got air condition. There's the plate and stuff for the air to come out. These inner fenders, they are made to the fender themselves. So that is going to be tough, I guess you could say, because you've got to paint it apart, but then when you're sliding it back in, if you slide it too far and then you have to pull it back out some, it's going to be scratched. But we will do our best to not scratch nothing up. Everything's made a little bit different on the Studebaker. Those little bitty, like 2-inch wide flares, I made those to help cover up some of the A-arms. It's getting a Ford 302 with a C4, and there's the little windshield wiper knobs. That knob up on top is what works those. Had a huge dent right here that I pulled out with my little dent puller. I made a video of using that dent puller a long time ago, but I don't think a lot of my followers now, they haven't seen it. From the last I can remember, you can see that black handle. That is actually the emergency brake. But that panel right there for the air conditioning vents is going to be in the way. So I've got to figure out. There's a lot of figuring out today. Like I said, I've been off this project for a while. You see right there, that is where the air conditioner, I made that box so that the air conditioner will dump, like for floor vent, for the air or the air or the heat, because it comes with vents for right here, and you got to have a way to dump. And since the middle part is going to be inside that box, I made it to where it would divert over here, like for floor feed in most cars. And it's got tilt wheel. So I've done a video on how I made that bump out to work for those latches a long time ago. If you're interested, you can look back through my feeds, through my videos. But anyway, all of this will have to be finished up and then blasted, put in epoxy so that we can move forward. All right, Mama. We're going to tack weld that hinge to that console plate and to the radio plate, because she wants the radio plate to weld in, but the console plate to raise up so she'll have access. Little dab of do you, Mama. Little dab of do you. You can't be handsome. You need to be handy. So that's what she'll have in there. This hinge, we'll have to go back and buy a longer one, I believe, so that it will come all the way over. I'm not so sure, but that is what she's looking for. Exactly, because the column, the console has got a twist to it. grab that other little grinder, clean those edges up. Lightly clean that up a little. Lightly, just lightly. There we go. So the plan is the radio to slide in, and that be the bottom of it, and then all we'll do is take and make some type of angle piece from there to there to support it. This might not be long enough. All right, Mama, this is what we got. We left the plate that we cut out and bent it back, left it at the bottom. It's not as long as what I wanted, but we're gonna have to now fix something to keep the radio from possibly ever vibrating out. But it's tight in there. So let's put it in the truck. Thinking that it's touching. Thinking the radio is touching.
Yeah, you know, it was tight. Probably gonna have to be trimmed on that.
All right, Mama. That radio has got a spot that it needs some type of notch to keep it from sliding too far. So we took a piece of welding rod, cleaned the flux off, and we're gonna tack it into place. All right, we'll put one more. And if you're in the market for a welder, I've got Lincoln welders. I'm here to tell you, that welder right there is so legit, it won't quit. Nah, it is a good little welder. All right, let's go see if, oh, we're going to ground that off. Well, yeah, it is. We can straighten it up. Look, I mean, I'm holding it crooked. Let's see what it looks like straight. Yeah, it could use a little bit of tweaking. That won't be no problem. Hold on, I'll fix it right now. Oh, Dead-Eye Dan. All right, Mama, that's what the little rod was for. That would keep from having to cover up any of the ports. That'll keep it from going in too far. So once this is painted, it's just I took the file and went back around it. It's just a little bit loose now, but once it's epoxied and all that, we'll have to open it on up. I think that she will be excited with that. All right, Mama. The radio was hitting right there. This right here is where your vents dump for the heat, like for your floor. You can use, the AC can come out of there too. But since we were building a console, we didn't want the heat or the air to just dump in here. You need something for your feet, right, in the wintertime. So I fixed this. The air goes in, it dumps out over here for the passenger side, and it dumps out through there and hits and turns down. If you go to that other side, you can see the turn down, and it'll put air out, and it actually works good. It goes in just like that. and blows and works good. So, but we got to cut. We're gonna have to take and cut that off and close it back up to get the radio to work. So stay tuned. All right, Mama, this is what we got. We didn't have to cut this. We took it out. Where I had put it in so long ago, it was still loose. So now this right here will open and close. But we've got to find the right cup holders that'll fit in. One right in here and one right up here. And then we're gonna put the power port right there for charging the phone. So we'll come in tomorrow and get started, try to figure out what kind of dummy floor we can put in, fake floor, to give her some storage room. And inside there we'll put a divider. So y'all stay tuned.